Welcome to Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie, a Planting Positive Seeds podcast. Hey everybody, it's LaDonna Marie from Inspirational Talks, and I am so glad and honored to be here with you tonight. I have an amazing guest, always bringing people who are doing, sharing their gifts, talents, and abilities out in the world. And so I want to bring our guest in. Her name is Miss Stephanie Polite. How are you doing on tonight?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm ready. I'm good.
Yes, thank you so much. I love the energy here. This is Inspirational Talks, Planting Positive Seeds podcast, where we plant positive seeds in the lives of others daily. And so I am so honored to have you as a guest on the podcast. And I just want you to start off by telling, the listeners a little bit about yourself. I read your bio. I'm so impressed. But I want to hear from your words, from you to tell my listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yes, thank you. Well, my name is Stephanie Polite, and I am from Charleston, South Carolina. I am currently working in the healthcare field as a medical assistant, so I'm dealing with COVID and COVID patients as well. But I am also the owner of Top Line Royalty Boutique. And Top Line Royalty Boutique is a brand. It's a woman's brand for women's apparels and fashion for women of all shapes and sizes, from small to plus size. And that's basically what I have going on right now.
Okay, well, that is amazing. I mean, first off, that you're out there helping. COVID came into our lives and we all had to pivot. We had to adjust. So thank you for all that you're doing in the sphere of what you're doing, because, we need help. We need people that are out there that are helping others. And so I thank you for your service in just helping out, with others. And also congratulations on having your own business, being an entrepreneur, following your dreams. So congratulations, on that. I'm really, really excited. I love, I'm an author as well. And so I've been writing books since I was a child and a teenager. And I know how it is to, finally be able to do, what you aspire to do and to love it and to, make it your own. So could you share with the listeners a little bit about your career? I know you said you have your Top Line Royalty Boutique. Could you share a little bit about your career and how long have you been doing it? And I know you said that you do it for women of all sizes. So just share a little bit more about it.
Yes, about this time last year, I decided I wanted to open up a woman's boutique. And around that time, COVID was buzzing, but I really didn't think it was going to be a big deal. So I decided you know what, I'm just going to open up a woman's boutique. And when I did that, it kind of affected me in a way because, of course, a lot of people lost their jobs, their income, and they really wasn't looking to purchase wants, which sort of what I have. Top Line Royalty Boutique. It has women's apparel, clothing. We sell handbags, sunglasses, aroma scent candles, heels, shoes, and some of everything. But when the economy closed down and everything, people weren't looking to buy those things. So I kind of just was at a standstill with a lot of inventory and a lot of plans that I had set on the future, on what I saw in the future. Kind of delayed the process, but I sort of didn't really give up or let that stand in the way. I just decided I was going to push through. Like I said, I opened up the boutique and I'm still here and I'm making it happen.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. But one of the things that really inspired me to open up my boutique is because I am a tall plus size woman. When I say tall, I'm 5'11", and I'm plus size. And it always was a struggle trying to find trendy apparels or something, to fit me. If I did find something to fit my waist, I didn't find a length or whatever. So I kind of wanted to open up a boutique to have both small and plus size apparels to help other women that had the same struggles as myself.
Well, yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I do understand how you felt at, saying COVID was here, and, people really probably in the beginning, they weren't really thinking about, saying, like you said, their wants and wanting to buy things, because we were trying to really like go get toilet tissue and go
Right.
get hand sanitizer.
Right.
So we were like, we needed the necessities, but it's so amazing that, even in that you stuck to your guns, you stay, and continue your business, because, that there would be a little bit of a breather in everything that we were going through. And then people would get back to, kind of still loving on themselves, and then wanting to, have these things that are nice, and adding, more things to their wardrobe. And so I'm glad that you were able to stick to it. I'm glad that, that you're providing, like you said, clothes for people, for individuals who sometimes have a hard time, finding different things. And so, you're specializing in women apparel for them, so that it's for them and it's by them. And so it's a great inspiration, because exactly, maybe, like their pain. They always say, make your pain your purpose, and how it is to not be able to find something, that
Right.
you like or that you love. And so you were able to create, that for others. So thank you again. For doing that and sharing that with the listeners. And so listeners, we always bring the guests on to share with you, how they enjoy their, what they like to do, and also share with them, with you all, how, they get it done. And on this show, I love to be authentic, because, I know that we go through different things on a day-to-day basis. And so we have, like you said, you thought about when you saw COVID, that's the same thing for me. I used to travel around the world. I was going everywhere, going out of the country, going different places to do things with my books. And then all of a sudden you have like a whole year of, you just can't travel, you can't plane tickets I had bought to go places, and I, had to like not being able to use those. They gave me a voucher, and I think I forgot about it last year, because no one was just traveling. And so all of these real life issues and things came into play. But I did like you did, Stephanie. I pivoted, and I started to do more things online, and to show up online, and started to create virtual things, so that people could still, get, my items, and I could ship them to them, once they saw them. So yeah, I had to be a little creative my way, because at the end of the day, I still wanted the people who read the books that I write to empower them. I wanted them to get them. And so I had to think in a way that I will be able to get those things to them. And so, you did. I love the way that you made up your mind, and you continue to stick to your guns, and you made it available for those who will be looking for the things that you have. So that was so awesome. So could you tell some of the listeners about your highlights and some of your achievements that you've had since you've had your business?
Yes. Well, like I said, COVID has kind of shifted a lot of things, so I haven't really seen too much highlights, but I can say that I'm blessed to say that I started my business. Yes. I have something going for myself, so I can say that. I do have some customers. It's a little steady, a little rocky right now, but I do have some customers, and I truly appreciate that. I also can say that I've been blessed to be featured on Fox 24 News, and
awesome.
Feature in other podcasts, and kind of getting my brand, out there with different interviews and stuff like that. So I could say
yes.
I've had a couple of blessings, even though COVID kind of pushed things back, and I really wasn't expecting that part of the aspect, but
right. Well, you know what, Stephanie, you shared some amazing first and some amazing things because some people don't have a business, and some people, I know you even said that you did everything on your own in a short period of time, and you did your business things, and you got your license and your EIN and everything and your seller's
Yep.
permit. And so that was, saying you taking care of business. And I know you said that you also, like, you wanted to build a legacy for your son, and so you started. And that's so amazing, because many people, they don't start. And so if there's any listeners that are out there, even in a pandemic, since Stephanie was able to start something, finish strong. She was able to start the beginning of the new beginnings, and knowing that, saying she's going to, do more things to, for it to grow. And so if you're out there and you have an idea, go ahead and use this time to research or to see what you need to do, and like you do the groundwork for the business, and then go ahead and be able to launch, after you get all the information that you need, and just start to, you just do it. And, sometimes we have to, fail forward, but it begins, you start, and we want you to be victorious. You have to have it in your mind, saying that things are going to work out. And I can agree with you, even in this time, some of my sales were a little smaller than normal, because I'm so used to being at a table and, at a festival and talking to people, and, being able to embrace my list, my customers, and going to different festivals. And so I was just telling a friend of mine, I said I had to adjust, like my mindset, to say, hey, when I get on lives and when I get online, I have to talk to everybody just like they're standing at my table, because that's where I get my energy from, being in front of my customer. And so I had to tweak that and change that. And so, but like you said, I look at the good things. I look at the things that I've accomplished. I always say to myself, you did this today, you did this. And, I make sure that I celebrate those things, because it is the beginning of something very beautiful. And so, kudos to you for starting your business, for, doing everything that it took to get it started and out there, so that people can find you. And so when they need something, and like being featured on Fox, wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
People getting to see your brand. And so, they'll be able to find you, and, long after today, and they'll know that you're there. So you've done some great things. Those are some wonderful highlights, and they are big in my book. So they are big in my book. They're beginnings, but they are so big. So congrats again. So I want you to share, with our listeners, any area in your life when you've had to overcome an obstacle. So to just let them know how you've overcame it.
Yes. Well, as you all may know, life isn't always easy in the glam part. I have many obstacles I've overcame, and one of the challenging things is it's a little personal. Just being a single mom. That was something that I had to struggle with. It was something I was expecting to become, because when you're a child, you dream of being married and having the husband, having the house, having kids and stuff like that. So one of the things that kind of almost made me like went off the ledge was becoming a single mother. And I love my son dearly, and I do any and everything for him. And that's part of the reason why I even started my business. He was actually a great inspiration for my business. Is my son. He has many challenges. His speech impairment, he's a little delayed. So it's been challenging trying to get him to stay on track with school and things like that. So that's been an obstacle of mine that I've been working on and still working on to this day.
Well, yes. And I just want to, I want to give you a single mom clap, because I am a single mom of 2 boys. I have a 10-year-old just like you do. And I also have a 12-year-old who's almost about to be 13. And so, and I can remember in the beginning, because they were small, like when I first started out this journey, and I was single. I think I was married before, but I had just got separated and we were, on the way to divorce. And so, but I had my children, and my son, one of them, my oldest was about 2, and my baby was about 1. And I was writing these books and I had these dreams, and I was like, yes, I'm going to be international and all of this. And I was doing it, by myself, and I had to learn how to kind of like balance and then stay encouraged. And I worked a full-time job, and I had all of these things. So trust me, I understand what you mean, because you got to be your own cheerleader. Then you have to be mom, and then you have to nurture,
Yep.
and then you have to care about your business, because this is also your baby. And so, I just want to say and continue to affirm you that you got this. I know some days will not be easy, but you just have to continue to like plan it out, map it out. For me, I'm a list person. I'm a list girl. And so that was one of the things for me, because, now I'm doing podcasts, but back then I was always getting interviewed. And so I had to learn how to, put the kids to sleep and then come and do the interviews, or, stay up one night and write the book. And so the journey of a single mom is something that, we want to, I commend you, because you are following your dreams, even still, that you are a single mom. And then I also commend you because your son sees your dedication. And like you said, he encourages you, and he's your inspiration, and that he can know that he can do whatever he put his mind to. And so that was one of the things that I really love, that my children, like from that time up until now, they're older now, and I can take them to festivals with me. They've been to, different places with me. I went to the NAACP Authors Pavilion, I think in San Antonio, Texas, a couple years back, and I took them with me, and they were there, and they were handing out cards, and they were, telling people about the books, because they had been on this journey with me. And so I, along the way, one of the things that I did as a single mom, as just their mom, I always, let them know that they were just as important as my books. And so it was never that I put it in front of them, but we all grew together. Right. And so now I'm glad that, they're able to know, this is what I do. They're important. The books are important. The business is important, but we're all growing together. And I know that that's what your son sees in you, your dedication to keep moving, to even start some firsts, and then to show him that everything is possible, for him, and that, he can just, decide and plan and, go out and just be great. So you're doing an amazing job. I know sometimes it gets a little lonely on this path.
Yeah, it do. And I try to tell my son too, you're important, but sometimes I do have that little guilt where I feel like I'm kind of leaving him, or I'm not really there. I'm there, but not 100%. I don't feel like I'm 100% there. So I have that little guilt as well. So
yeah, but I want to tell you, Stephanie, look, one mom to the next, give yourself some grace, because I felt like that back then. But what I always would do is, like, any moment I would stop and just, maybe do a little, I would play some music, and we'll all just, dance or laugh, or, do something funny, or make sure, you spend maybe that Friday night, movie night or something like that. Like, I made sure that I did something, with them, so that they can know. Now they're older, and they're trying to ditch me. So they like, it's not cool to hang out with mom all the time, but I know they love me. You know what I'm saying? I know they love me, so I'm not taking it too hard. But I just want you to know, I know that in the long run, as long as you love him, he's still going to be proud, and he's going to, admire you and look up to you for what you're doing. And it'll give him hope and dreams, because I want the same thing, for my children. So if any moms out there, we're gonna, we showing some love to the single moms out there. You're starting your businesses. Congratulations. Keep your head up. Make sure you do some self-care and some self-love, to make sure that you are fully focused on, like what you're doing, and also have that family time. So make it all inclusive to every part of your life as you build this business. So that was a good segue into, now what do we do for fun, Stephanie? We do our businesses, we love our children, but what do you do just for some me time?
Well, of course, I don't really get that much me time because I work at the hospital full time. I have my business that I'm also trying to run full time, and I have my 10-year-old son. So I don't get too much me time. But the little time that I do have, I prefer. If anybody know Charleston, South Carolina, or from Charleston, South Carolina, we have a place called the Battery, and it's out on the water. And I just love sitting out on the water, just feeling the breeze. There's something about the water and the breeze. Like that's one of the things that I've been one of my attractions since I'm little. It's just sitting out, feeling that breeze, and just sitting, looking at the sky. And that's one of the main things I like to do, besides watching the ID channel and Lifetime. I feel like if I can watch those two things, I am good. I don't really need nothing, explosive, ordinary out the way. Just the small things. Just as long as I can watch the ID channel, Lifetime, or sit out on the Battery with the water for a little bit, I am good. But really, I really like spending time with my son. I prefer to be around my son. He's an amazing little boy. He's 10 years old. He's amazing, and he really makes me laugh. He jokes a lot, and he's an artist, so I really like spending time with him.
Awesome. And listen, I love what you said, like going outside and being outside, because that's one of the things that I do when I feel like I'm like overloaded for a minute and I just need a breather and a break. I will walk outside because I love to just, feel the wind blow. I love to look at the trees and, look in the sky. I'm a cloud person. I love to look in the clouds. My grandmother, when we were younger, she would always have us looking in the clouds, trying to see what we could see. And so I still do that now. And it just gives me like peace and, kind of like a little solace. And so I know sitting by the water and just having that time is nice. So that is nice. And I know, like you said, we don't get too much time, but any little time that you can get, because I'm exactly like that. I come from a full time, and then I'm here writing books. Now God told me to bring back the podcast. I had started this maybe 5 years ago, and he said bring it back. And so now I'm bringing it back, and I love it because I get to meet so many awesome people around the world. And we get to connect and also share your business, with other people and what you do, because I do believe in empowering other people and encouraging people. And I love it that you said your son is an artist. My son is too. So does he draw?
Yes, that's the thing. He loves to draw. He draws all day.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Schoolwork, he's drawing in his notebook.
Yeah. See, I want my son to get back. I keep buying him like sketch pads and stuff, because when he was about 5, that's when we found out that he liked to draw. And so his dad and I had gotten him an easel, because we were like, we had us a little Leonardo DiCaprio, come on here and draw and do all this stuff. And so I know that as he, comes on up into his teenage years, I know that he's going to get back into it. But I just, as a mother, try not to force him, because I didn't really start my poetry until the age of 14. And so from 14 until now, I've been doing poetry because that's my love. And I'm internationally known, and God said that this was my dream. This is what he wanted me to do to help empower people. And so I want him to find that love. So I hope that your son continues to draw and stay happy about it, and just, have fun with it. So that's great. It's so great. So I just wanted to, we've had an amazing interview. I love the fact that you work at the hospital and that you help others. I love that you, started your own business to help, yourself and other women to find clothes and shoes and everything. Girl, let me ask you, do you have a size 6? I need a 6.
I sure do. I have all sizes.
Look, I will make sure I come to your website because I love shoes. And so I'm so glad, and with everything that you've done. But I just wanted you to have this time to share any final thoughts, anything that you would like the listeners to know about you, your business, or just anything that you would like to say. Or if you have anything coming up, just please leave it, here.
Yes. For anybody or anyone that's looking to start a business, I would say go ahead and start. Just go ahead and start. That's the number one thing you need to do, is go ahead and start. Don't delay, don't procrastinate, don't sit around. Go ahead and start. Do the proper things you need to do to get your business started. And once you get your business started, I would say be consistent. Don't give up. There's going to be times when things aren't going your way. Like I said earlier, the COVID came through, things wasn't going my way, like how I visioned it. Things going to happen, but just be consistent. Don't give up, and just have faith. And as long as you have faith and believe in yourself, because there's going to be a lot of people doubting you, not believing in you, not supporting you. Don't worry about all that. Just have faith, do what you need to do, and go ahead and accomplish your goals and your dreams. And once again, shop at toplineroyalty.com.
We thank you so much for that, Stephanie. It has been an honor for you to be here. Hey, listeners, I'm going over to her website. I need to see all the amazing things that she has. I love a good boutique. I love a good sale. So I'm going to make sure that I go over there and see what you have. Once again, thank you for coming on Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie. We have honored to have you, okay? Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So, hey, everybody, this is Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie. We're here every Monday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So join us again. Make sure you listen to the podcast and share it with a friend. Don't forget to go check out our special guest, Stephanie, at her website. Thank you and have a great one.
I have gained so many valuable lessons from my experiences. In writing Things I Wish I Knew, Letters to My Little Sisters is a collection of heartfelt conversations with young girls and young adults all over the world, helping them to be prepared for things ahead.
This has been another purpose-packed episode of Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie, a Planting Positive Seeds podcast. Please remember to like, share, and tell your friends about the podcast. Stay tuned for many more Inspirational Talks with LaDonna Marie.